Hello friends, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. If you are watching this channel first time, please subscribe. Today, let us learn Precis writing. What is Precis? Precis writing is an important productive study technique. So this is pronounced as Precis, right? Precis, singular Precis and plural Precis. This is from French word précis, so which means precise, exactly. Precis is a shortening of the text of a written work in your own words, or using your own words. The basic idea in Precis writing is reproduced with retaining the mood and tone of the author. So we can say it's a type of summarizing that insists on the economy of words. It insists on the economy of words. It insists on the economy of words or an exact reproduction of the facts with logic, organization, and emphasis of the original material is called Precis. Precis writing is a rewarding intellectual exercise. Right, when we move to the advantages, it may talk about that, but the first thing, it is useful while dealing with lengthy passages. It is useful while dealing with long passages, right, which may require a kind of careful attention to the logic and organization of an argument. Advantages: Precis writing is a rewarding intellectual exercise. It requires a kind of thinking, contemplation. The skill is necessary for developing one's critical thinking skills, reading skills, and writing abilities, along with condensing the long sentences into shorter one, and synthesizing techniques. Students needs to summarize, for writing a synopsis or an abstract or an executive summary, to remember the essential details of a long written material, and to gain an insight into the underlying meaning of a text, to understand what it conveys. It helps them to save time and energy that can be utilized for other productive activities. So it helps students to develop their grammatical skills and vocabulary. Sometimes even it helps the use of synonyms and one word substitutes, right, in condensing, right. It also helps to learn the art of condensing. So even at workplace, it helps them to uh, writing the executive summary of a technical report. Also, qualities of a good Precis. A good Precis has the characteristics of five C's, that is like completeness, conciseness, coherence, correctness, and clarity. First, let us see what is completeness. Completeness is, here, a Precis contains all the major points of the original text. So, whatever the information which is discussed in the original text, it should be retained in a Precis. That is completeness. The second one is conciseness. So, conciseness, it is brief and precise, and its length is approximately one third of the original passage. So, here you need to condense, that is, economy of words. So conciseness is one third of the original passage. So you have to reduce it down. You have to reduce it. Next one, coherence. This is unity of thought. Coherence is unity of thought. The ideas and the sentences are well knit and well linked to one another. Right? This is presentation of ideas in Precis should not be done through disjointed or unlinked sentences. So it should be organized. And correctness, it is grammatically correct with right spellings, so that you have to ensure that you have using proper grammatically correct sentences. And clarity, the ideas are expressed clearly, so that even a reader who doesn't have enough time to read the original text has no trouble getting the message. So here he should understand what is there in the original passage. That is important. Next, what are the skills required? So in drafting a Precis is not a mechanical process, right? It's not mechanical process, right? Like it is a creative as other types of writing. So you have to be very conscious while writing Precis. There's generally the desirable qualities or skills, or it may require good concentration, good reading ability, good comprehension, good analyzing skills, good summarizing skills, and good command and language. When you have all this, then you can drop a wonderful Precis. So methods for editing long sentences. So here you have to keep in mind, like when you are doing Precis, long sentences here can be extremely effective for elaboration, right? So when you want to write elaboration, then maybe it's good. But for summarizing, right, when you go for summarizing, they may be quite wordy, right? When you look at that, they look lengthy, long sentences. So that's what we have to avoid using passive constructions, as they create wordiness. Don't use passive constructions and you will Precis. So if it is possible, you can use simple and active sentences. And next one, avoid using too many prepositional phrases, right? Using too many prepositional phrases, that also may lead to a kind of confusion to the readers, as well as it may take more words to write express meaning. And next, use connectors, use signal words, right? There is possibility to use signal words like unless, and which, whereas, but, so that. So this help to reduce the number of words, and which are also assist to link ideas effectively. That also you can see. And next, use word substitutions for conciseness. So word substitutions, you can use synonyms or antonyms, or which makes them effective. And learn the art of reducing a clause or a phrase. So even you can do that, right? Clause or class to a phrase. Class is long one, so you can make it a phrase, shorter one, right? That also helps to reduce the number of words. And trim down, right? Trim down a list of same category words to a common term. So here you can use, instead of giving all the words which are related to one, so you can give one umbrella term for that, so that in that way we can avoid using more number of words. That's also one. Let us look at one Precis, right? So exactly example for Precis. So here it's almost there is number of 184 words in this one. So after reading through this, maybe you can have a look, you can read this. Once you read, right, so what you can do is, you can give the suitable title, right? You can give the suitable title. So here you can make certain things, right, to keep a blank sheet ready to take down notes to be used for compiling the Precis. And skim the text carefully when you are reading. First reading, you try to get the general idea, and note down the main topic, and then author's purpose of writing this particular passage, the main topic or the central idea. Maybe phrased from the first few or the last few lines, can be in the form of a short phrase or a word. Give a second or third reading, maybe in case if you require, you can read second and third reading, and read word for word to select and underline the important supporting ideas. So you try to identify what are the supporting ideas, and then each paragraph should have one key point. As we know, it's a topic sentence, and you can skip supporting sentences, right? Because also that's one. Look up, if you require, you can refer the dictionary for meanings of any word you find it difficult, or you may find it is not clear. And even you can eliminate non-essential items, right? In case if you find that, also you can do that. And relevant details should be included, and all the non-essential should be struck off, such as unnecessary or irrelevant ideas, or maybe you can say repetitions, examples, illustration, anecdote, stories, adjectives, right? So you, when you read it, you have to try to identify this: adjectives, abbreviations, contractions, slang, cliches, proverbs, quotations, idiomatic phrases, comparisons, or any other things you think it may be. And while reading, so list out the key ideas and sub points separately on the note sheet, what you are already taking it, and take notes and write an outline summary containing all the points, possibly in the same sequence as you have marked them in the passage, so that it may give a kind of right? Sometimes you may also need to give the name of the article, right? It's the title of the article. So that's what when you read carefully. So maybe that questions, it sometimes it may follow questions, exhibit unity coherence by arranging the keywords. While you taking down notes, you have to write all that one. And don't refer to the original text once you begin writing your Prezi. So once it is complete, then only you just cross check whether you have written everything or not. And next, all the sentences given in the direct speech, okay, in case if there are any sentences given in the direct speech, you can change into direct indirect narration. And review the rough draft for completeness, clarity, conciseness, coherence, and correctness of grammar, spelling, and punctuation. Check all important points for irrelevancy. Write down the fair draft of the Precis for the original text. These are the some of the things. And once you can have a this, right? This same thing maybe the influence of the Indian cinema. This is done for 60. The original one is 184. This passage is 60 words, right? This is the one more example. Let us have a one more example, right? Make Precis and give suitable title. So here we have this. So very quickly you can have a glance. And once you move to this, so here we have, this is the Prezi writing. What this is about, writing a Prezi. Yeah, thank you for watching. Subscribe. Communication skills for everyone. For more academic and educational videos.